All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasu Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get the 25% discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, all that fire, all the subjects you know and love from the general. Plus, we got hand-picked lectures and documentaries, handpicked by the general. Lectures and documentaries from the experts, grandmaster teachers, and all the subjects. Wow. There's not another website on the planet that could compare or compete. It's an endless body of amazing works. You're just going to study and advance and advance. That's what you want. Then you should become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, dropping nuclear bombs on Patreon. We talking about the latest and the greatest of live streams from the general. Too much fire for YouTube. You should get on Patreon, get that work. Over 600 exclusive live streams, only to be seen on platform, on the Patreon platform. And so as soon as you join on that, at that very moment, you will gain access to hundreds and hundreds of exclusive live streams never to be seen before. And you want that. So get over there and become a patron today. You see King Seti on Rumble. I want you to get on over there, the Black Power Scholar that won't stumble or fumble. Make sure you subscribe, because we're going to most definitely be turning over tables on Rumble. To all the family out there donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the hardworking general. The link right there in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get an introduction. You'll get a link to donate. Please donate, and I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. Yeah, see, family keeps saying that he working the tech field with the Hindus. Gatekeeping jobs, building their own temples and community in Texas. Heavy. Salute, Seti. That's right. I know they building them all over here. You understand? All over the United States. Motherfucker building all type of Hindu temples. You understand what I'm saying? Coming in here. And then we dropped it not long ago where the Hindu gave up that work. And I might play it today, but I got another scholar that I want to put in here. Why Kamala Harris's blackness is a mark of shame to Indian people. You see, it's a mark of shame, and we have to state that. And why am I saying this? Because it's not so much Kamala Harris, it's about all of these other goddamn Brahmins that have come up in lead positions in the United States that is, outsourcing their caste system to America. This is what the fuck, and this is what's wrong with our people. You can't see the shit coming. You see what I'm saying? You don't see the motherfucking storm on the horizon. So, motherfuckers say, oh, they don't bother me. And then when your babies is in full-fledged effect, under the full-fledged effect, when that shit just so overwhelming, you see, because they didn't came in here and snuck in here under the radar. and established a system of racism on and goddamn it, we ain't even in the caste system. You see what I'm saying? That's why, and I had to bring that out because, people ask like, why, if you're half and half, why you don't talk about your Indian half? You don't talk about that. Talk about both of them. You see, talk about when you was over there in them temples and shit. Yeah, you don't talk about that because it's going to go into deeper detail. So you move far away from that. So we don't have to talk, about the Brahmins. You see, we don't have to talk about the Brahmins. The Brahmins is damn near like the Pharisees in the New Testament to Jesus. He was always up against, and I'm just saying this as a story. Now, but he was up against the Pharisees and but mainly the Pharisees. And so the Brahmins is much like the Pharisees, and many groups say they one and the same, that they come out of the same root. You see what I'm saying? Because they got damn near the same practices. Is no racism on the damn planet like that of Hinduism and Judaism. Them like the two top. God damn it, the two top when it comes to that. When you listen to the Talmud and you listen to what they speak about the Hindu caste system, the rhetoric is so uniquely racist and so extremely racist that people say they one in the same. You understand? Say the Brahmins is Abrahamans, and you see what I'm saying? That they ain't nothing but Jews. That's what they say. That's what they say. And so we had to dig into this. Because niggas want to say she black. If her daddy was goddamn black, talk about him out and go deep. Go deep. Let's talk about the traditions of them. Go deep. They look at us and how they look at us as black. And so if she's saying she black, how do our people look at black people? That's all we asking. Because these are the ones that when we look up and we say, how many of these people is in high positions? They in position that black people is not in. And I know we say we need our own, but God damn it, they in there right now. We keep saying what's belong to us. We keep saying what we need to do. They already on the battlefield, then already made the move, then already struck blood. They didn't already struck blood. You see what I'm saying? So because they in positions, Google, Microsoft, IBM, Starbucks, this, that, it's so many of them. You see what I'm saying? I went over that. I must. This is her class system, caste system. You see what I'm saying? And it's other caste systems in India. Why is it none of the other ones get any credit? They don't say when you look at all the top Hindus, Indians in positions of power, even the one that was running goddamn Britain. Even Ramaswamy that was running for goddamn president. He's a Brahmin. Matter of fact, he come out of the same caste system as Kamala Harris. And even he stepped to her like, yeah, you ain't saying nothing about, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why she's not saying nothing, because she know in reality they look down on her and her mama. And I don't know about her grandfather, because in that caste system, you got the Brahmins, it's the different, I believe ultimately it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's 4. The last one, the Thudras, is the slaves. You see what I'm saying? And then you got a system outside of that called the caste system. I mean, the untouchables, they ain't even in the caste system. You see what I'm saying? They ain't even in the caste system. So you got the untouchables, and then you got the Sudras, which is the slaves. And so they got 2 levels, you see, of nothing but, you know what I'm saying, the lowest of the damn low. And so even the other, you got the Brahmins at the top, and you got the ones up under them. They more like the police, the military, and things of that nature. And then you got some that's up under them. They the merchants, and they do all the merchants, and you know what I'm saying, the shop owners, and this, that, and the third. And at the bottom is the Sudras. The Brahmins is the leaders, the priests, the intelligentsia, and even the other two up under the Brahmin. If you marry outside of your caste system, the Brahmin, if you immediately pollute. Even if you marry another goddamn Hindu, you pollute your caste system. They're gonna look down on you. So if the ones right up under them is the police, the military. So if a Brahmin marry down, which they do, some of them do, they are shunned and looked down upon, and immediately they lose rank as far as, what level of a Brahmin, because they even got caste system within the caste system. You see what I'm saying? So all Brahmins is not built the same. Okay, you got some at the bottom, you got some at the damn top. Okay, and so to marry outside of even within the race, which you call the Indian race, is still looked down upon, and you lose rank when you do that. So to go and marry a nigga, you see, on the other side, that really brought shame, you see what I'm saying, to the Indian people. That's what they look at. They don't bring, it ain't really shame, but they ain't gonna, it is shame. It's shame, on you. You understand what I'm saying? Shame on you, and you lose rank. And so, why am I saying this? Why am I saying I'm not worried about the personal relationship between Kamala Harris and her daddy? I don't give a fuck about that. What I am saying is that these same people who think like this is taking over major fucking corporations, trying to become the president and all this shit. You got one running for president, two of them was, but the other one dropped out. So imagine what they gonna do, and see, they ain't gonna say what they gonna do for their kind, because they gonna do it quietly. They're gonna do it quietly. You see what I'm saying? Just like I look up and we see that these Brahmins then took over all these positions in American companies. And like, goddamn, I look it up, and then I'm gonna run this brother. I'm gonna let this brother do some talking. It must be on the Indians. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Motherfuckers acting like they don't see what's going on. You see, we talking about Brahmins, Hindus running. We already said Microsoft. So the head of Microsoft is a Brahmin, a Hindu. Google, we went over that. You see, Apple Inc., Alphabet Inc., and Google. So he's not just all of them companies that fall under Apple Inc. and its subsidiary Google. So he running all of that, which I believe include he got some control over Google, but Google got his own chief, but he is the chief executive officer over Google. Okay, so you got this other guy, Krishna, who is the CEO of IBM. Okay, then you got a Hindu Brahmin who's running a cybersecurity company, Palo Alto. Okay, then you got a Brahmin, a Hindu woman, Indira, I think it's Nuyi. Okay, she's running Pepsi. You see, you got one that's running what's she running? Chanel. Yeah, the Chanel company. You see all the women that go to Chanel, and you get, she running Chanel. Okay, then you got one that's running Arista Networks. You understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is Arista Networks? Computer networking. So you know all that damn computer shit and all that. Yeah, they be heavy in that tech shit. You see what I'm saying? They be heavy in that tech shit. You got 15 more. I just want motherfuckers to talk about. That's why. And why am I saying this? Because I'm the motherfucker that's showing you. Yeah, you see all these motherfuckers getting in these positions, and you better get something. Because if you don't get nothing, nigga, and with all these motherfuckers coming in power, you already know what the future gonna look like, nigga. And they practicing a caste system like that. And all these motherfuckers is going, where do you fuck you think you gonna get a place at? So if you don't get something, nigga, you understand this can't be no goddamn where we talking about we trying to get something and motherfucker, you better go in like you fighting for your existence. Because if you don't get shit, man, the future is very dim for black people in this motherfucker. Dim, dim, dim the motherfucker. Adobe. They running Adobe. They running Adobe. MasterCard. Motherfucker, the chief of MasterCard. World Bank Group. Yeah, he running MasterCard. This motherfucker running MasterCard. Moham, what he running? YouTube. Chief officer of YouTube. Or Brahman. I'm just going down to that. Do y'all know this? Did y'all know this? Did y'all realize this shit? Did y'all even take it? Do y'all understand how much shit they running over here? Did y'all know that? A motherfucker who think like they think, a caste class system that they've been practicing for over, and they running this much shit already? I mean, goddamn, we talking about maybe 30, 40, 50 damn major companies in America. Is that FedEx? FedEx. Running FedEx. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, they running FedEx too. What this motherfucker running? NetApp, what is that? I don't know if that's NetSpin. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is this shit? Oh yeah, that's Pepsi. And so, you know, I had to keep, what's this motherfucker running? Twitter. Twitter. So motherfucking, Twitter. I think, is he still running it? But I don't know if he's still running it or not. He might still be running it. Running Twitter. You see? So, I mean, this is a lot of shit that they over here running. You know, it's a lot of shit that they over here running, and it look like they're going to be, so when you think you could get on here and talk shit, yeah, they the ones that's creating the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? They creating the motherfucking algorithm. You see? Taking your shit off of here. Okay? Google and all that shit. On your Twitter. You see what I'm saying? They're going to control what you can say and what you can't say. Can you do that to them? Can you get on this motherfucker and do that to them? Niggas is, we talk amongst each other. You see, we ain't got no power. See, that's what you call racism. When a motherfucker that don't like you got enough power over you that they can dictate what the fuck you say and what you can't. If any other way, that's a prejudice. You see what I'm saying? And everybody is prejudiced. Everybody got a prejudice. You see? Everybody got a goddamn prejudice. But when you got the power to take your motherfucking prejudice and enforce your prejudice on somebody to where you could dictate what they say, what they wear, where they go, you got motherfucking power. That's a practicing racism. You see? Let's talk about that. And so this is what when I saw that, And I say, you know, by me studying India for so long, I say, you know what? Let me look into, you know, what her family was into. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, I wonder what, you know, in the caste system, where she was and this, that, and the third, what she think about India. And I see now she don't think a goddamn thing. You don't see her putting it up there. You see what I'm saying? You don't see them they don't have no connection to nothing. You see what I'm saying? They just be bland and shit when it comes to anything, because she know good and goddamn well, no matter whether she come from a Brahmin or not, motherfuckers over here don't want to see no damn Krishna and no damn Vishnu and no Shiva in the White House. And so she tends to shun away from that. But the reality is that they look at her and her family and her mama, regardless to what anybody as outcast. And so my thing is, how are you black when you know good and goddamn well the culture in which y'all come out of is so damn racist against black? You see what I'm saying? And when I'm talking about black, I'm talking about Africans. I ain't talking about just because your skin black, and even some of them. But those that truly African, I'm gonna play this brother on the next video. He gonna tell you that. He from India, the brother that was promoting this book with Dr. Ben and Renoko Rashidi. He was doing lecture. He's an Indian. See, that's why I wanted to play this, because it's coming straight from the horse's mouth. He said the untouchables was the Africans. He said a lot of the Sudras and shit was some of their own dark people that, you know, when the invaders was coming in, they was, you know, fighting back, but they ass got, you know, was captured. You see, they really didn't have no win. Then you had the untouchables. These was what they call tribals. This is what he said. Tribals that went to the bush. They went in the bush and hid in the bush. And he said you could not distinguish them from any other Africans. And because they did not accept slavery, that they were punished by being called the untouchables, where you couldn't even touch them. So this is an Indian breaking that shit down. So how in the fuck is you black and you not talking about how the fuck your culture has done black people and how they look at black people over there? Maybe that's why she don't fuck with it like maybe that's why she don't fuck with it like that. That don't mean we give a fuck, but now it's time to, it's time. And so do you think none of that affected her, that she don't practice some of that shit? You don't think I don't give a fuck if you grow up under white Christ. I don't give a fuck how them niggas still be about that white Christ, don't they? They still be about that white Christ. They could be black than a motherfucker, eat greens and pork chops and all that shit. And you go and open up that book and there's a white Christ in that motherfucker. So you mean to tell me none of that Brahmanism, none of that caste system shit? I mean, it is the dominant culture of a mama and grew up, went in the temple. It's still the dominant. You mean to tell me none? I don't know no motherfucker that grew up under a system like that and just totally give it up. You see what I'm saying? Is, I didn't grow up under Christianity and shit, but I'm talking about a motherfucker that's been in the church and stayed in the church and this, that, and the third. We ain't talking about someone, because some of us had, them rebel slaves in their family. And so if you had a rebel slave, that's why you are the way you are. If you wanted them rebel slave but when you look at the majority of these niggas, they get mad when you talk about Christ, white Christ, and say, what color does it, what does it matter what color he was? You see, they always come up with a way to defend that. You see what I'm saying? So, is it the same way for all the other religions and motherfuckers getting involved and they people that grew up in them religions and they had those religions had a heavy influence on their upbringing? You don't think she got that same state? And the rest of these motherfuckers that's in that, I already motherfucking know. I ain't even gonna hesitate. But see, this is where we make a choice. When you see some shit happening and you see the storm is right there beyond the horizon, You make a motherfucking call, and niggas don't make the call until the motherfucking storm is tearing the roof off the motherfucking house. And then motherfuckers in the house shaking and shit because the motherfucking storm is upon them. The storm is on the way. The storm is on the way. Period. So I'm just gonna let you know that we're gonna come right black, family. I got the video that I want to show you. I want you to come right black with the general. Make sure you support, donate to the general, hit up some of them links, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.